Happy Tuesday, everyone. We have a fun little work set for you guys today. We got 4 to 10 minutes of work, and it's going to be a little bit of remembering. So if you need to write it down, write it down. Just make sure you have the order of the workouts or the exercises in order. We're going to do 2 burpees, 4 shoulder touches, 6 pike sit-ups, and 8 squats. So it's a 2, 4, 6, 8, and you're going to AMRAP that. So as many times as you can in 4 to 10 minutes. I'm going to do 4, but if you'd like to do longer than that, that is totally fine. Totally fine. So just make sure you have your own timer set up. But before we get going with that, let's warm up a little bit. So let's get our feet underneath of our hips. We're going to take our arms big and tall up overhead. We're going to give ourselves a little clap, and then we're going to lose our neck. Keeping our arms super straight, we'll pull back down, and then push, and then pull down, and then push, and pull down, and push, and pull down. Big clap. Big reach to one side. Come back up, big reach to the other side. Come back down with those hands. Let's turn them in. Whoa. Turn them out. Whoa. Big reach overhead, big clap. And fingers come back to the front. And now keeping your legs super straight. Let's take our legs up towards our fingers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hands come down. 3 jumping jacks. Go. For 1, for 2, for 3. All right. Big stretch. Fingers in front. Get set. Touch those toes again. For 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6. Bring the hands down. Jumping jack for 3. For 1, 2, and 3. Good. Big stretch. Come all the way down. Touch those toes. Walk up your shins and say good day. Plant those hands and step back into your plank. And we're just going to push our hips super high up in the air. Those legs and arms nice and straight. And then come back into that plank. And then back up into that down dog. And then back into that plank. And then back up into that down dog. And then back into your plank. Now, toe those feet up into your little squat stance. Pull those hips down. We're going to take a big reach back behind. Big reach back. Big lift to the hips. We're going to come down. Then we're going to touch a toe for 1. Touch a toe for 2. Now squeeze those hips up to the sky. Nice and high. Come back into our little squat stance. Plant those hands. Push your butt way up in the air. Pop your feet back. And back up into that down dog. Into that plank. Up into that down dog. Back into your plank. Up into that down dog. Then come back into that plank. Jump your feet up. Stand up nice and tall. Big stretch. Big clap. Big reach. Big reach. Yeah. Good. Let's rest it out a little bit. Take those hips around. Big hula hips. Little squeeze in the glutes just to wake them up a little bit. And then we'll go the other way. Excellent. All right. Let's come back to center. Give yourself a little shake out. And just give yourself a moment to go, woo! And let's talk about the movements we're going to use in our workout today. So what we have for you guys, we have burpees, we have shoulder touch, pike sit up, and squat. So all movements we've done before, but let's review them a little bit. Let's bust out a couple burpee breakdowns. So we're going to break it down into 3 pieces. First things first, let's get our hands on the floor. Let's jump or step our feet back and put our chest on the floor. Now we're on the floor, we need to keep our belly super tight, shoulders back, elbows nice and stacked over those wrists, and then push to your knees. In that knee position, we're in a good tight plank. We're going to jump our feet up into our squat stance and stand up tall and finish with a little jump and clap. All right? So that's what we got going on for that burpee. So let's do one more, a little smoother, a little less talking. Okay? Hands, chest. Nice and tight, press. Check your belly, check your arms. Jump it. Stand it. Hop. Nice. The burpee. All right? So now, what we have is our shoulder touch. And I'm going to face the front for you guys if you want to see this. We're going to go right from that plank, pulling those ribs in, squeezing your glutes, pressing your shoulders up. We're going to lean over to one side, and then we're going to touch our shoulder. Same hand, same shoulder. And then we're going to lean over again. Same hand, same shoulder.
and then we're gonna come back over. So we're not trying to go too fast. We have to make sure that we're balanced first before we take our hand off the floor. So that's super, super important. We need to make sure that we're good and balanced, touch, come down. Now this exercise is harder the slower you go. So if you need to go a little faster and put your hand down, awesome. If you can hold for a second and put it down, awesome. Take that moment, take that down. Now after that, we get to lay on our backs. We get to do that pike sit up. So we're nice and straight through the legs. Our arms touch overhead. We sit up, touch our toes. Trying to keep our legs as straight as we can for as long as we can to get that good stretch in the hamstrings. So if you can't touch your toes right away, that's okay. Just take it to where you can, and later in the workout, close to the end of your rounds, you may be able to touch your toes. Who knows? Who knows? And finally, last but not least, we have our squats. So with our squats, we're gonna stand with our feet underneath of our hips or just outside of our hips to our shoulders. So that's right there roughly. Now as I sit down, I'm gonna try and stay as tall as I can, keeping my knees apart. So we're trying to pretend that we have an elastic band around the knees, and we're trying to keep it tight so you can launch things from the elastic band. From there, we need to keep our feet flat. So let's try a couple reps of that. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see my hips. We sit down, keep that elastic tight, feet are flat, we stand tall. We sit down, feet are flat, stand tall. Okay? And then we're gonna take that down for 8 reps. So we got quite a bit of work to take down today, you guys. So let's have some fun with this one. Now, if you're gonna go longer than 4 minutes, pause the video, grab yourself a clock, make sure you have the workout written down, and make sure you set your timer for that time frame that you're gonna work out with. If you're gonna do 4 minutes with myself, you can just follow along with me and I'll tell you when we're done those 4 minutes. But pause the video, make sure you got some space, make sure you drink some water, and hit the bathroom so that when we start, we're all ready to go, all right? I'm ready to get you guys going in about 10 seconds. So I'm gonna get myself kind of facing this way so I can see my clock. I'm ready for my burpees, my 2 burpees. We are gonna go in 5 seconds. Ready, 3, 2, and burpees. We get 2 of them. Nice smooth burpees. Woo. Then we come back down. We're gonna step back into our plank. We're gonna lean, touch for 1, lean, touch for 2, lean for 3, lean for 4. We have a seat, big long stretch. We have 6, touch your toes, all the way back. Touch the floor for 2. Touch the floor, 3. Touch the floor, 4. 2 more. Touch the floor, 5. Last one. Touch the floor, and 6. Now we get to pop right up to our feet. We get to bust out our squats. So set your feet up properly. Squat for 1 and 2. Keeping those knees apart. Nice and tall through the whole squat. Nice and steady. Good flat feet. Nice push through the legs. Good. Nice. That's 1 round. Let's do 2 more burpees. Here we go. 1 burpee. 2 burpee. Now hit that plank, step your feet back into a good strong plank. Shift, 1. Shift, 2. Shift, 3. Shift, 4. Good. Pop your feet through. Lay it down, sit it up for 1. Touch. 2. Touch. 3. Get that good stretch. Touch. 4. Touch. 5. Touch. 6. Nice. Pop up to your feet. Back into that good squat stance. Squat for 1. 2. Nice good knees. Good flat feet. Trying to stay as upright as we can the entire time. Couple more. Knees are tight. Last one. Good. Back into those burpees. Ready. On your belly. 1. 2. Back into your plank. Shift for 1. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Get your feet through. Lay it down. Touch. Reach for those toes. Touch. 2. Touch. 3. Touch. 4. 2 more. Touch. 5. 1 more. Touch. 6. You got a minute left. For those of you sticking with me, minute left. Let's get those squats done really well. Squat for 1. Nice, good squats. Really, really strong legs. Fight for that position. Good. Nice and flat in those feet. Nice and tall. Don't forget to squeeze your glutes. All right, burpees. Let's take down as much as we can in this round. There's 1. 2. Step back into that good plank. Shift for 1. For 2. For 3. For 4. Step it through. 10 seconds. Let's try and get the sit-ups done. 2. 3. Oh, and time! Holy monkey, you guys. That was good. Woo! All right. For those of you who are working with me, we are done. For those of you going longer, keep going, keep working until your timer is finished. What we're going to do, though, we're going to get our feet nice and set on our body. We're going to take a big breath up. We're going to reach over to one side, come back up, other side. Good. Scratch your back. Reach on that big breath. Big stretch. Reach. Good. Big stretch up. Hands to your hips. Take those hips around nice and easy. Good. Other way. Good. Come back to center. Feet together. Nice and easy on those knees. Other way. Good. Nice big stretch. Big high five. Woo! Nicely done, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's have a great rest of your day. We're going to come back at you on Thursday with another fun little work set. We're going to do a little bit of walking around, a little bit of jumping. We'll see where it takes us, all right? But until then, play lots, have fun. We'll see you very soon.